In this video, let's take a look at some tools that are new in TPC Desktop 2026 to help users who find themselves setting point symbols and line types to none. Now I'm going to zoom in on a section down here. Best practice for Traverse PC is to understand that these symbols and line types get created by what are called the Traverse drawing settings. I'm going to double click one of these, and it's the Traverse drawing settings for this Traverse 3 AC lot. They create the line type and the symbols. So we let Traverse PC create as many lines and symbols, labels for that Traverse as it can. And then we simply go in and say, I'm going to change this one by going to Properties, or if I don't want to see it, I just hide it. And I'm going to hide both of these so I can hide a symbol and a line. Okay, then I can say Show Hidden, and I can come back, and if I want to reuse these again, I say Show. So that's best practices for Traverse PC. Some of you, though, are going to go in and say, you know, I right-click this symbol to bring up the symbol properties and set it to something else that I want. So why can't I just go ahead and set it to none? And I can do the same thing for the line type. Let's go ahead and right-click that. Let's choose Properties. And instead of choosing a different line type from the list, let's choose None. Now the problem in versions past is that how do I go to select those now to tell it I want to change it to a line type that isn't None? There wasn't a convention for that. I just was kind of lost. But beginning in TPC Desktop 2026, even though I've set those to None, watch what happens when I put the cursor over that line. And I can simply say right-click now because it shows it to me. It's turned off. I mean, there's no line type drawn, but I can still accent it with the cursor and get the accented color, that sort of chartreuse color, and a tooltip. And now I can come back in and I can either go to Properties and set it back to some line type, or I can say Modify Objects, Reset Modified Attributes. So I modified the line type, and I'm going to reset back to the Traverse line types. I can do the same thing for the point symbol right here. So Traverse PC draws a rectangle if it doesn't, if the symbol is set to none, because it doesn't know what you want. It just puts a rectangle in there. And I can do the same thing, and I can say Modify Object, Reset Modified Attributes. Or I can go to Properties and assign a point symbol, but this puts me back to the point symbol that was used by the Traverse drawing settings. Now, we've also added a warning section in here. And I can see from the warnings in the Drawing Data Manager that says this object type is set to none, that I've got quite a number of tangents that the author of this drawing has set the line type to none. Now, I can simply right-click that and say Reset Modified Attributes and hide, the very thing that I just did with the line type and symbol I showed you. But I want to find out where these are first. So I'm going to right-click, tell Traverse PC I want to zoom to that object in the drawing view. And Traverse PC now is going to zoom to that object, and even though the line type is set to none, it's going to delineate that for me. And I can select any of the other lines in here and see where they are in the drawing. But primarily what I want to do then is that command I just mentioned. I want to say Reset Modified Attributes and hide. So I don't see those lines in the drawing now, not because the line type's been set to none, but because they've been hidden. And now I can come back in and tell Traverse PC I want to treat these like I would any other hidden object. And I can show hidden objects and then show an individual object if I want, and then turn hidden objects back off.